We've all heard it. Work hard, save money, and one day you'll retire. But what if retirement isn't about age, but about cash flow? Most people think financial freedom is about stacking dollars in a savings account. The reality? It's about owning income-generating assets. Because when you control the cash flow, you control your time. Let's explore this idea further and uncover how anyone can learn to build true financial independence, if they're willing to rethink their approach. The broken trade. Time for money, society's default formula is simple. Work. Paycheck. Stop working? No paycheck. But this formula is flawed. Imagine two people. Person A, the highly paid lawyer. Meet Alex, a corporate lawyer making $500,000 a year. On paper, he's successful. His salary alone puts him in the top 1% of earners. But there's a catch. He works 80-hour weeks, rarely takes vacations, and his income disappears the moment he stops working. Over dinner with his friend Mike, Alex vents his frustrations. I make great money, but I feel like a hamster on a wheel. If I take a break, my paycheck stops. And don't even get me started on taxes. Mike nods sympathetically. You're trading time for money. Your wealth is tied directly to your effort. What happens when you burn out or can't keep up? Person B, the car wash owner. Now meet Rachel, who owns a network of self-service car washes. Her annual income is $200,000, not as high as Alex's, but her business runs itself. She spends her days traveling, investing, and enjoying life without worrying about daily operations. During a casual chat at a cafe, Rachel explains her secret. My car washes are machines that print money. Once I set them up, they generate cash whether I'm awake or asleep. Sure, I oversee things occasionally, but I'm not chained to the business. Who's really rich? Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you make without working. How to escape the time trap? The wealthy don't trade time for money. They build money machines. A money machine is a system that generates cash independent of your time. Here's how they build it. Create something valuable, a business, property, or intellectual property that serves people. Take Emma, a fitness coach who initially offered one-on-one training sessions. Realizing her limited reach, she pivoted to creating online workout programs. Within months, her subscription service attracted thousands of users worldwide. During a podcast interview, Emma reflects, scaling wasn't easy, but once I automated processes and expanded globally, my revenue exploded. Now, I serve more people without burning myself out. 2. Systemize and scale. Automate, delegate, and remove yourself from daily operations. David, a software developer, created a browser extension that saves businesses time. Initially, he handled customer support himself, which ate up hours each day. By outsourcing support to freelancers and automating responses, he freed up time to focus on scaling his product. Reflecting on his journey, David admits, maximizing. Profitability wasn't just about making more, it was about doing less wasteful work. Automation changed everything. 3. Cash the checks. Let the machine work. While you enjoy life, Lisa, a food blogger, turned her passion into a scalable asset by licensing her brand to a meal delivery company. Her initial investment of time paid off exponentially as her system scaled beyond her direct involvement. In a Q&A session, a fan asks, "How did you know this would work?" Lisa smiles. Honestly, I didn't. But I focused on providing value. If you help enough people, the money follows. This is how true financial freedom is built. Why most businesses fail to create freedom. The problem. Most businesses are just high-stress jobs in disguise. Meet Sarah. She quits her job to open a bakery, dreaming of freedom. But instead of freedom, she works 14-hour days, fights rising costs, and can't afford to hire help. She doesn't own a business. The business owns her. One evening, over coffee with her friend Rachel, Sarah confesses, I thought being my own boss meant flexibility. Instead, I'm working harder than ever. What am I doing wrong? Rachel leans forward, her voice steady. Sarah, your bakery isn't a business. It's a job. If your business needs you every day to function, you haven't escaped the time trap. You've deepened it. If your business needs you every day to function, you haven't escaped the time trap. You've deepened it. Real passive income. How the wealthy do it. The key to real passive income: owning assets that generate cash flow. Rental properties, buildings that pay you every month, even if you're on vacation. Take Mike, a real estate investor who bought an old apartment complex for $500,000. After renovating and improving management, he increased rents and sold it for $2.5 million. Now he owns multiple rental properties that generate steady monthly income. Reflecting on his success, Mike says, "Real estate isn't glamorous, but it's reliable. My tenants pay me while I sleep." Online businesses, e-commerce stores, ad-driven websites, or digital products that sell 24/7. Consider John, a former Uber driver who noticed inefficiencies in ride-sharing apps. Instead of complaining, he developed a niche app catering to corporate clients. Within 2 years, he sold it to a larger transportation company. John often jokes, "I stopped driving cars and started driving innovation." Turns out, that's where the real money is. Licensing and royalties, books, music, or patents that generate money. Long after their created, Lisa, a musician, struggled to make ends meet through gigs alone. One day, she uploaded her beats to a licensing platform. Within months, her tracks were being used in commercials, podcasts, and even indie films. Now, she earns passive income every time someone uses her music. Lisa shares her secret during a podcast interview. "It wasn't about talent, it was about exposure. By putting my work on a scalable platform, I reached audiences I never could have on my own." The wealthy don't work for money. They build machines that print it. Retirement isn't an age, it's a cash flow number. Forget the work 40 years and retire at 65 plan. Retirement happens the moment your passive income exceeds your expenses. It could happen at 25. It could happen at 45. It has nothing to do with age. It's about cash flow. So the question isn't, how much do I need to save? The real question is, what money machine am I building? Because the moment you own the right machine, you own your life. Your action plan. Stop trading time for money. Take Alex, the lawyer we met earlier. Despite his high salary, he realized his income was capped by his hours. Inspired by Rachel's advice, he began investing in rental properties. Within 5 years, his portfolio generated enough passive income to cover his lifestyle. Alex reflects, "I still practice law, but now I do it because I want to, not because I have to." Build systems that scale. Emma, the fitness coach, achieved this by turning her expertise into digital products. Her online courses, e-books, and subscription services generated recurring revenue without daily effort. Reflecting on her success, Emma smiles. "I traded trading hours for dollars and started trading knowledge for wealth." Sell or leverage assets. David, the coder who sold his browser extension, timed his exit perfectly. He sold during a surge in demand for productivity tools, ensuring maximum returns. David advises aspiring entrepreneurs, know your market. If buyers are lining up, don't hesitate. Take the deal. Are you chasing a paycheck or building an asset? The answer will determine your financial future. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, what problem can you solve? What skill can you package? What system can you scale? Because the truth is, the hidden paths to wealth are all around us. You just need to open your eyes and take the first step.